Go ahead.
No, I insist.
No. Go ahead. You can lead the intro.
No, I'll let you start. You know, do your thing.
Welcome to the round table.
I'm your host,
intro
Jake.
over.
That's Jordan. That's Dave.
Hello.
And that's Reverend Spaceman.
Yep.
The one time you could have interrupted me, you didn't.
Well, you didn't
Threw
say
his
your,
mojo off.
You didn't say your thing.
I'm gonna try
Yeah,
to do
because I know
this
you're going to
whole
interrupt me, so I'm trying to change it up a bit. But anyways.
Once I get back in the groove.
Yeah.
The Reverend Groove.
So, last round table, I think we mentioned that we were going to see Split. We all saw it.
as a family.
Yeah, as a happy Pasty Pale family. Let's look. Reverend Spaceman, we'll start with you and go around to me. So, what'd you think of
Say the
Split?
best for last.
I really liked it. I expected to go in and just laugh at it like The Happening or something. And no,
Trailers
it's
were
actually-
awful. I think we can all agree on
Yeah,
that.
Yeah.
the trailers.
Oh, yeah.
They were hilarious.
Hilariously,
Yeah.
awful.
So bad it made it good.
And I think part of that might have just been Shyamalan bias too, because
Oh,
any other movie I would just discounted as kind of looking forgettable. But
Yeah.
it's Shyamalan. I'm like, this is gonna be hilarious.
I think this was one of the first movies they marketed him as like Shyamalan.
Since
yeah, in a while.
after since After Earth, because he was nowhere in the promotion for that.
Yeah, they were just kind of like that one guy who did a movie at some point in his time.
Yeah.
He's worked
Did this
before.
movie?
From Will Smith and his son. Yeah,
Not the one you're thinking of.
surprisingly competently made for Shyamalan.
Yeah.
But even taking away the qualifier for Shyamalan, it's just a pretty good suspenseful movie. I thought.
Dave, what do you think?
Yeah, I actually agree. I don't think I'm as positive as Spaceman. Obviously.
Can't be.
But yeah, if you're new here, that's just not me.
Yeah.
But yeah, I liked it overall. I mean, it wasn't perfect. There's some big dialogue issues, and
It's little
the other
nitpicks.
two girls that weren't in The Witch were pretty awful.
I was a fan
Oh,
of
yeah.
them.
Well-
I mean, they look good. but
They had lines.
Did they talk?
Pretty annoying.
They had lines.
when they did.
I don't know,
It was not
my-
very good. And playing the dad was pretty bad.
The audio got kind of muffled whenever they started talking for me.
Yeah.
Of course, at the same time, they didn't need to be that good because they were such.
barely.
So yeah, so like
They're filler characters.
Yeah.
So like movies like
Could've
Split,
thrown
like
any
when you have
20-year-old
not so
girl in
competent
there.
actors for such small roles, I'm like, like it doesn't really take me out of the movie. Like no, if they were
It
like
didn't make or break it.
yeah, now if they were the leads, I would have been
Oh,
like,
yeah.
oh no.
Yeah, again, I think it was way better than it looked like it could ever
Yes.
possibly be.
Better than it had any right to be.
Yeah. That's kind of my thoughts. It exceeded expectations. Not my favorite movie he's made.
No.
Not
And
even my favorite movie.
I'm not sure where I would rank it in Shyamalan. It's definitely not one or two, but
I like it better than Signs.
I haven't seen Signs.
yeah, maybe.
Signs was kind of the beginning of the downfall for me.
I can see that.
It was the last good one.
Yeah,
There were enough stupid things
Enough
about
good
it.
things.
Where
Yeah.
there were enough good things I could call it a well-made movie, but there were just enough dumb things where I just didn't like it.
Yeah, I like this Split overall. My favorite character was Hedwig. He's really cool. So, Jake.
I didn't like it. I'm gonna Dave on it. Now, okay, I should probably preface. So, suspense, thriller, horror movies, not my thing. That being said,
Stop
this movie.
watching them.
Well, no, here's the thing. I want to like the movies. I root for them. Like, even if they look bad. Like, again, Split looked awful. Like, hilariously bad. I will say this, though. It's a competently well-made movie, and it was far better than I expected. Because, again, I was expecting, like, Gods of Egypt level, where I was just going to laugh my ass off and be like, this is so dumb. Like, The Happening.
You gotta admit it's better than the trailer.
Oh, yeah. Like, leaps and bounds better than the trailers.
But the trailer was kind of special in its own way.
But
Like
Etc.
the whole time I was just kind of like sitting there and I was just like, this is kind of dumb. It's kind of dumb, and I'm not feeling it because I guess like
Of course it's dumb. He's
it's still
35-year-old guy with
I know,
split
but-
personalities.
well, like here's the thing. McAvoy did a fantastic job playing the multiple roles. Anya Taylor-Joy did really good. She's going to be everywhere like in the next couple of years. But yeah, the whole Again, I'll acknowledge that it's a well-made film. It's very competently well-made. it doesn't exactly get me excited for more Shyamalan movies. I mean,
Split 2, Electric Boogaloo, and
yeah.
I'm pumped.
Electric
Yeah.
Boogaloo.
Like he
I guess we should say spoilers,
seems
by
to
the
be
way.
building his way back up, but again, it's not good enough to where I'm kind of like, oh, now I can't wait for that new Shyamalan movie. I'm just gonna be like,
Yeah, I think it's.
See, that was the Visit for me. I kind of see the Visit as like his anti-signs.
I always
was-
do feel like there's a.
No, the
there's a
Visit showed he
comeback
still had
before
something
it comes
left.
back.
Yeah, it was technically better than he'd been, but there just wasn't enough in it to be really
Yeah.
engaging. But it
He
was
showed
like,
enough potential in that movie to
Yeah.
say his next film, whatever it's about, it could be okay.
and I guess that's the thing that kind of dampered the ending because the reveal is kind of what a lot of people are like, oh, that's what makes the movie so good. And again, it was one of the best parts about the movie, but at that point, I kind of had checked out. I'm like, I don't care.
spoilers.
So like, yeah.
I think
so
they were
then-
pushing it at the end with
Like,
his last person, with
it-
his new personality.
But then,
And I-
when
But
that
then
was-
it makes sense.
Yeah.
Afterwards.
But that was also another
kind of pushing it towards the end. I'm
thing.
like, well, I know something's coming. It's gonna.
That was another thing that I
Hopefully
just
make
thought was
this
really
better.
stupid. Is that, and again, I know it's Shyamalan and it's like different personalities and all this stuff, but like the whole thing where they're like, "Oh, the beast is coming for you," and then
not the Beast.
and then
He's in my eyes.
and it looks like James McAvoy got in pretty good shape just for like to play this one
And the
character.
lighting always helps.
Yeah,
And-
that could be part of it too. But like,
I will admit some of the weird veins on him kind of looked like they were drawn in magic marker.
Yeah.
I'll give it that. It is
But-
like
Oh, yeah.
$5 million
and,
movie.
and I expected. And again, more reason why
It is
this
ridiculous,
It's
but-
well made
Yeah,
for a
it's
$5 million
still-
movie, but
yeah.
It still doesn't
it's still one of those
kill
things
it.
where I was kind of like, I expected like for him when he turned into the Beast, I was like, yeah, he'll probably be like more aggressive and stuff like that. But like,
You want him to
his-
be like Michael Jackson in the Thriller video? Actually have a
I was
beast head.
expecting more like Jack Nicholson in like The Shining or something like that, where he just goes crazy. And I guess he did go crazy, but like it was more of like an actual like animal.
Shyamalan's gotta have
like,
a little more
he was,
fantasy in
he was
his
even
stuff.
eating
Yeah.
those two chicks.
Yeah.
and I was just like, what the hell is this?
They did
Just a neon demon.
They very clearly foreshadowed that, though. Like,
Yeah.
in one of the first scenes, Patricia
Spoilers.
says that they are
Sorry.
precious food.
Yeah, and the foreshadow, like, it wasn't like kind of beating you over the head, but I was kind of like, oh, well, that's gonna like the whole thing where like, oh, and like the personalities might be able to crawl walls. I'm like, okay, so he's gonna crawl. He's gonna be Spider-Man at some point.
Yeah, I think it tries covering
Um,
that fake twist. But
I don't know,
It's-
like, again, I definitely see why people like it, and it's not a movie that like I hate. It's not even a bad movie. It's just I
it's
didn't
gotten
particularly.
a little flack for its portrayal.
Well, that's
of mentally
stupid.
ill.
Yeah,
It's not meant to be realistic,
Yeah.
obviously.
Well, now that it's actually gotten good reviews
Yeah.
and overall positive,
Yeah, generally positive.
people are going to be like, well, this isn't a good representation
Yeah,
now. And if they
that's
had
what
just
people are
bombed, they
saying.
just never would have even been
Yeah.
talked about.
Yeah.
And again,
It's not an accurate representation of what DID, as they call it. It's not meant to be.
and also like
reality.
The thing
when
that, like-
he corners the protagonist, I forget her name in the movie, Anya Taylor-Joy's character. She's like in a cage, and like the Beast is like ripping through the cage, and then he sees she's got like scars all over, and he's kind of
Yeah,
like,
from
oh,
her dark past.
yeah.
Well, yeah.
And then he's kind of like,
I
you're
think she
good,
actually got
You-
it.
and then just,
But
just like leaves.
But that's
and I get
his-
it.
Yeah, that's.
But-
they've again, this has been explained throughout the movie that he goes after people who haven't been through anything really, who've had like a fairly
Yeah.
easy life or not awake. As he puts
Because
it.
her two other friends are privileged,
Yeah.
as we
Yeah.
can see just in the opening scene of the birthday party,
And then you either check the privilege or get eaten.
or wreck yourself.
Yeah.
But I just thought it was a little anticlimactic where he's coming for it, he's like ripping through the bars, and he's kind of like, oh, the day of reckoning's coming, I'm gonna eat you, and he's like, oh, never mind. And he just like runs away. I was kind of like,
Was it what, Hedwig the Beast at that point?
yeah.
Day
Etc.
reckoning's here. I'm gonna eat you. Watch out. It's gonna be fun.
I might have enjoyed the movie if that's what happened. Hedwig was the Beast the whole time.
Wait, I need to turn on my Kanye.
And also the humor didn't really land.
I
And-
disagree. I actually got, I mean, it wasn't like,
Not
it didn't
all of
all
it.
land, but it got some good chuckles out of me.
Like, the only part that I thought was kind of funny is, like, when he kissed her and it's kind of like, now you're pregnant. I was like, okay, that's kind of But, like, everything else I was kind of like, ugh.
Am I a good kisser?
You might be pregnant now.
Reverend.
But, yeah,
Are you guys
as,
doing the
like-
toy aisle?
as a whole, I was kind of like,
Actually, Find out next
Yeah.
episode.
Yeah.
Now I gotta get caught up.
But yeah, I'm in the minority, and again, I'll acknowledge if it's a well-made movie. I see why people like it. It's not for me.
This
So what-
podcast is dirty.
So what did you think was dumb about
Edit
it, specifically? With the fact that he just got super strength and stuff at the end when he turned into the beast?
I don't know. It's just
You didn't like it from the opening scene where Daddy didn't get in the car to drive him home.
I can't quite place my finger on it, but like that was kind of my response. Like after the movie, I was like, that was dumb. Like
You have
I
more
don't know.
reasons.
Yeah.
It just wasn't for me.
At least Dave
mean-
comes prepared with his reasoning, whether
Yeah.
it's right or wrong.
Yeah.
It's always
You
right.
come prepared.
I'm prepared for my
I have,
thoughts on John Wick.
I have reasons for the things for why I dislike things.
Why
What
I
you
like
do in
Mickey
your
again-
life.
Why I like
Well, like,
Mickey so
okay,
much.
I guess
reason in life. But
one
the
thing is
important
I-
stuff like movies.
I couldn't entirely.
TV.
And this is just kind of my problem with a lot of the movies of that kind of genres. I can't really get invested with like the characters or the story. And even like when there's like even The Witch, which is an incredibly well made movie, but I just couldn't get that like invested in like the characters or anything like that. Again, it's an incredibly well made movie and stuff like that. I expect the cinematography was fantastic, but like the whole time I was watching, I was like, yeah, it's really well made. The acting's all good. Everything is really good about the movie. But I was just kind of like, it's
Which is totally different though. Like,
yeah, but
split.
like it's still fact like that's a really well made horror movie. And again, I'm not trying to hate on horror movies.
As long as you can recognize.
Yeah,
it.
I can still acknowledge that they're
You would
well
hate
made.
Don't Breathe.
Would I?
Yes.
I
If-
kinda
since you
wanna see
hate
that.
Split this much, yeah,
Yeah.
you would hate.
Well,
Don't
no, I don't
Breathe,
even
'cause
hate. I don't even hate Split. It's just that I was just kind of like, yeah.
Well, you'll think
It's
it's,
a better
dumb,
movie.
but he'll just
Yeah.
judging by.
I still want to watch it though, because
So I guess again, big spoilers here. The twist.
Yeah.
Which I kind of like the way that Shyamalan kind of plays with your expectation of the twist in this one, because
I kept waiting
Yeah.
for it.
Yeah, it's like
Thought it was going to be something with the girl.
Is the girl in on it? Is she one of the personalities?
See,
Or
that's
is
the
it
very
just
first
like-
thing I thought.
that's
gonna
what I was
become-
thinking the
Yeah.
whole time.
That's what. Yeah.
And then like no,
'Cause he doesn't.
the twist is that
knock
there's
her
no
out.
twist until there's a
Mhm.
twist.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then it kind of
She's chill. With
very
him
much like
during
something
his
like a
different-
superhero movie. It gives us a bit of a not really post credits, but post end title card
Yeah.
scene where it's revealed that this is a like sequel to Unbreakable, basically.
Maybe not even a sequel, but like it's kind of adjacent.
Well,
to-
he's gone on
Takes
record
place
saying
in
that
the
it's
Yeah.
like
universe.
this was kind of a lot of his plans for Unbreakable and Unbreakable 2 were in this, and he just kind of snuck it in there stealthily.
Okay.
So that's what when I
It did
first
feel
saw
like
it, I
its
didn't
own
really.
movie, and then that was just
Yeah.
kind of a convenient
Yeah.
thing to get to do at the end. Not
Yeah,
like,
well-
this is just an excuse so we can do this.
But he had the character of Kevin
Yeah,
planned
the
out
Beast.
since Unbreakable. He just never had a chance to use it. So it seemed convenient, but he always had that plan. Like,
Yeah, and again,
he went in knowing it was going to be that
And
way.
again, that is another thing that I will say
Pays
worked
tribute
out
to
about
the,
this movie.
to the old Shyamalan
Yeah.
fans
Yeah.
that were that
Like it
around
didn't
back
feel
then.
like nothing really felt forced with like Bruce Willis showing up at the end, even though it was a cameo. Even cameos
Probably
can
made
still.
more than
I still love
anybody
those.
else
I still love those
to do
10
that.
seconds.
But
Yeah.
here's my thing though. Like let's say they do make a
stood
sequel,
up and
like kind of a
clapped.
direct sequel to like Unbreakable with Bruce Willis. Will Bruce Willis care enough
Yes.
to actually act?
Yes.
I think he might.
Apparently, he actually likes working with Shyamalan. So.
Yeah, and he's gone on record saying like, even though there were no plans for a sequel, he said like, yeah, I'd come back for another Unbreakable. So
Okay.
he wants to do it.
Because that was
I just love to see Bruce Willis hunting
I
down
think-
McAvoy
yeah, I think
like
you
that.
see that again. Like I'm not entirely opposed to a sequel. Like as of right now, I'm kind of like, eh. But like if they show a trailer and I'm like, okay, that looks like they could be good, then I'll change my mind. But as of right now, I'm kind of like, I don't really want to see the continuation or sequels.
I want the Shyamalan
But-
Avengers. I want to see
Yeah,
Mark
it's
Wahlberg
just
come up with
establish
this
this entire universe.
Yeah,
Mel from Signs.
yeah.
But I just
Joaquin,
want
the
Mark
brothers.
Wahlberg's character
should-
the whole time to be
brother
talking about
sons.
beasts.
They
Like
should-
talk about nothing to do with like what they're fighting a monster, and he's just going the bees. We gotta take care of the bees. You guys like lemonade or hot dogs?
Honeybees disappearing?
I'm a sci- or no,
I
not
love
a scientist,
bumblebees.
you
They're so
telling-
cool.
Are you
Like
telling
a-
me this guy's got split personalities? I want to see.
It
All right,
stung
look.
my tongue.
So they could reveal that the aliens from Signs, having failed, realizing, oh, this planet has water on it. Maybe,
like 75% water.
maybe we shouldn't go down to this planet full of water naked. Let's send a virus down there that'll make everyone kill themselves instead. that's the happening, and then they've also been abducting people and experimenting on them.
I hope you
creating
get abducted
superpowers.
by a pack of aliens.
Yeah.
etc.
You can tie them all together and then have like all of them team up and fight like the aliens, just like the Avengers.
Okay.
And it'll just be a like horde of useless aliens because they're just like the last
Hordes upon hordes.
the last Airbender kid comes in and just throws a bunch of water on him and he beats them. And then we
It has
have
to be there.
Yeah.
Contractually.
and then like we reveal 1,000 years later that After Earth happens.
There you go, Shyamalan.
There's the Shyamalan-verse.
just give us a little cut of the proceeds from this your Avengers, and we'll be good.
$100 million budget.
Yeah, because again, we just made you even more rich and famous than you already are.
I say he's more infamous now, but
Yeah. That's fair.
he's climbing back up.
He's getting back up there.
Just like Williams.
And
They're both working their way back up.
who would have expected either one of these two to make a comeback?
Who's gonna screw up first?
Mel.
Neither.
Signs too.
Shut up.
Simultaneously, it signs too.
2-5.
So we'll move into Ben Affleck. Probably not even wanting to be Batman
people that
anymore.
don't care anymore.
Or
Yeah.
people that are just tired, fed up, and infuriated.
I wonder if Warner Brothers
Big
are even
studios.
The big rumor is if he can't get out of the Batman,
Yeah.
it's going to be the last time he does it.
Yeah, which I could kind of
It's
see.
looking like he can't get out of the Batman.
Yeah.
So
Without
with the
getting
Bruce connection,
sued.
he'll just phone it in.
It's possible. Like he'll just
Yeah, I'm Batman.
yeah.
I guess.
Yeah, whatever. Or he'll just start doing the Bale voice.
Or he'll just
Reason?
he'll continue shooting everyone because he's sick or something. He'll do the Harrison Ford where Joker's just laughing and doing his weird Joker thing. He just shoots him. It's kind of like whatever. I'm done
God,
with
we get
this.
Jared Leto back.
I think I've heard he's warmed up to it.
Yeah, they've sort of
He
had
was the actual
Yeah,
villain.
reversal.
Sure. Though a lot of his bigger roles have been pretty minor roles.
Yeah, but like
First
He
of
just
all,
happened to
do we
choose,
have
like,
any
really good movies?
substantial reason to say he doesn't want to be Batman anymore?
no. Well, okay. I think a lot of people kind of jumped on this because just the other day on Collider Movie Talk, John Campea was saying that he heard from like
his 3 sources.
like his 3 sources. But again, he mentioned he was like,
Yeah.
take this with a massive grain of salt. That this is probably not the case. So don't run with this as a story. And then, of course, a few hours later, people are like, Ben Affleck's
can't
not
do
here!"
that.
That's
Yeah.
exactly why you said it.
You can't do that on Collider.
Yeah.
It's too big.
Yeah, and it's
Because
not
even if
really.
it is, like he said, take it with a grain of salt, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
The
And
one
it-
person that
like-
hears it is going to go to
And
And I
their
think
blog
the difference
and make the
is,
title.
like, let's say like things were going
Affleck
better
out.
for
Question
not
mark.
just the Batman, but for
Click.
DC. Like, if he had said that, then people would have been like, "Oh, you're full of crap." But since all these like smoke screens keep going up, where people are like, "Oh, he's doing it. He's not doing it." There's clearly fire where there's smoke.
Yeah, it's like
Um,
script
and
started over.
just-
No, it's fine.
Just the past months, just from Affleck himself in interviews, you can tell he's frustrated.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
He's like, oh, it might not even be a sure thing. There's no script. I don't know. There's no timetable.
There's definitely like internal.
So that
Yeah.
not even
Conflicts,
not
no
even
matter what
before
the actual
this was
issue
going
is.
back in the fall last
Yeah.
year, that you could just tell something wasn't all right between the two parties,
yeah.
and that's
I think
not-
he's done with Warner Brothers. I don't know if he's done
yeah,
with.
because I think
big
he's still
characters
passionate
so
about
much.
Batman, but
Oh, yeah.
they've pushed him far enough to be like, you know what, I don't care anymore.
Yeah.
It's like it's not.
The reason I
worth
came back to do this was to kind of redeem myself personally from Daredevil.
Which I think he had just in Batman v Superman alone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
it. Oh yeah, for his
But then if he
part.
leaves like this, it's
I
going to
think all
show.
the criticism.
He's going to have a lot of
he
negative
got,
light.
But here's the thing, though.
He took that kind of hard.
Even if like he doesn't do Batman, he'll still have played Batman the most out of any other actor. Even though he's not had a standalone movie, but he played Batman in Batman v Superman, Suicide Squad, even though
Yeah.
it's more or less a cameo.
Yeah.
He's apparently gonna
Julie.
probably be a cameo in Wonder Woman, and then of course Justice League.
Yeah.
Christian Bale's the
It's
only
just
other
we
one,
still want more.
Yeah.
and he only
Yeah,
gets
still-
3.
We still want that solo
Yeah.
movie with him.
Which
just
again,
him.
that's
the
Zack
thing.
Snyder had his way. We would get another Christian Bale Batman. He would just also they'd do some weird Flashpoint thing that didn't make any sense. And
But like,
I think if Ben is out, which I'm still not ready to say that he is, I know that
not
We've
completely.
still got him for several more
Yeah.
years.
Ever since I heard that he wasn't going to direct, I was just starting to prepare that way, just because I wasn't totally
That's the
sold on
natural
it. But I'm just kind of
progression,
like,
but-
just he's so
I
frustrated.
think
Yeah.
If he can
he
get
didn't
out, he
expect
might.
that to take over his career. 'Cause when he was promoting Live by Night, it was like nobody cares about this movie.
Yeah.
It's just all Batman.
I think once he gets over that frustration, he might kind of.
like nobody cares
Calm
what
down
else
a
he
little
does
bit.
right
Which
now.
I think is also a little unfair because rumors have
Oh, definitely.
stated that like one of the reasons why maybe Warner Brothers had less faith in him writing the script is because he was, Live by Night didn't do so well critically or financially, which I don't really understand because I liked it. I thought it was a pretty good movie.
It's not his best.
No, it's definitely not his best, but it's still
It's still pretty
pretty
solid.
good.
No one cared about it. That's why no one wanted. It didn't interest people.
But also, I don't think they really marketed it all that
No, it
well.
wasn't
Yeah.
marketed very well at all.
But I
Because
think
it was a crowded movie with Oscar
Yeah.
stuff.
And so I think, part of that is Warner Brothers because, again, they didn't market it well enough. But also, I think...
Should have been an October movie.
Yeah, it should have been October. But it's still one of those things where I think that's kind of unfair of them. Like, again, if this is true, that, like, they're kind of like, oh, Live by Night didn't do so well. Maybe we shouldn't give him this much power to be, like, producer, director, writer, and all that stuff. But at the same time, it's like, he's human. Everyone has an off day. And if Live by Night is his off day, then it's like, give him a pass.
Yeah.
That's still a pretty competent, like, passable
So
movie.
I was totally sold on him directing the Batman.
Yeah.
yeah,
Again,
Judging
like-
by his other movies that he's worked on,
Well, it's
he would
the,
have gotten the right blend of the dark grittiness and then having a little bit
Yeah,
of
because
light where it's not
he
just
can come at it
totally-
with both a fan perspective and an artistic
Yes.
perspective to kind of blend them together. And I think that's what would make the perfect Batman movie is to have a fan have that kind of care and have that touch to it to kind of be like, that's not what Batman would do, or here's like what I envision a good Batman movie or something like that being. But also being able to step back and be like, okay, I'm a fan, but I'm not going to go like full fanboy and be like, he's going to fight everybody at once because he's Batman. Like he'd kind of be like, that's not good. As much as I want to add that scene, doesn't contribute to the story. So, which I know right now they're like Matt Reeves is in talks to direct,
Yeah.
which I think that's a good
Not-
choice.
I can see it working.
Because Matt Reeves is a fantastic director. Cloverfield. I really like the original Cloverfield. And then
I still need to
both.
see 10 Cloverfield Lane.
Same with me.
Gosh, yeah.
But like
When does the third one
both.
come out this
Planet of the
year?
Apes movies.
Yeah, Planet of the Apes, which first off,
very good.
huge accomplishment to take an already known property as beloved as the Apes franchise is, even if it isn't as like well known or as beloved as like Star Wars or Star Trek, other
It's
pop
still up
culture
there.
stuff. Yeah, it's still up there. The fact that he was able to kind of like reinvent it basically, because I don't know if it's a complete reboot or prequel, whatever. But even still, the fact that he brought it back and made a great movie and then topped it with a sequel, which that's already hard enough to top your first movie. A lot of times when that happens, it's by a different director. Like, James Cameron did Aliens. Most people say that's better than, the first one. But even
I
still,
disagree about that.
which is fair. But, like, it's still the fact that he
Alien's still good. But I
took
like
a
the
known
original
property, made a really good movie,
Alien's more sci-fi.
critically
Yeah.
and both financially successful, and then
better. Really, the
took
first
it up a
Alien's
notch,
more
which is
horror,
even
too.
more
The
impressive.
second one's just like an action movie.
Yeah.
It's a good
Fantasy
one.
action.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But even more impressive is, like, half of Rise or Dawn. I always forget which one is which.
Rise
Rise,
first,
then
Okay,
Dawn
Dawn.
second.
Yeah.
Half of Dawn of the Planet of the Apes is focused on the apes, and they're all motion capture. So, like, even though it's actors acting, you have to get so much out of them without, like, hardly any dialogue.
Yeah. And those
And
movie
that's-
settings are very kind of
Yeah.
dark too, which would be
But, like, it's so...
going well with a Batman.
that takes a lot of, like, talent to convey so much emotion from apes, basically.
CGI character.
Yeah, and to where like you even kind of root for Koba at times because you're kind of like you get his perspective and you're like just be friends, just be friends. But yeah. So if Matt Reeves did take over, it wouldn't be the worst. That would actually kind of make me a
Yeah.
bit more hopeful. But the other part of me is like, looks like it's a sinking ship. Stick with Planet of the Apes and maybe do other things. So that's kind of my
Okay.
one.
To jump into
Well,
this
let's say
if you
this:
wanna.
if Reeves or whoever is a director, but Affleck stays on, that director has to be like, "This is my movie." You can't have Ben looking over
Which-
his shoulder saying, "Why are you
but,
doing this? Why
could
are you doing
be-
that?" But it
as
could be good for creative consulting,
Yeah.
or it could just kind of get in the way.
Well, as
and
I've
cause
said-
controversy.
Off the air a few times, I'm kind of thinking Ben Affleck will become like a Ryan Reynolds to Deadpool type role in this, where he's really the driving force
Yeah.
behind it. He's not always behind the camera,
Yeah.
but
Which would, I
You just wanna
think
have
would
the
still
good-
work out.
You want to have a good camaraderie between
Yeah.
whoever
Which
gets chosen to direct,
yeah.
and Ben if he stays on.
And that's the
a big
key,
if.
is whoever they get to direct, whether it's an unknown or a name, which it'll have to be a name to bring back faith, whether it's Matt Reeves or
That's why
whoever.
they're throwing Ridley Scott's name out. now.
Yeah. That's
I thought that was kind of a weird choice.
I love
Like,
Ridley Scott, but I don't know if
It's not his
he
movie.
can
No.
do that, if he could pull this off.
No,
anymore.
but it's still one of those things where like that's the key. Whoever you get, regardless, you could get Spielberg or whoever. That doesn't necessarily mean because they still have to have a good chemistry in relationship with Ben Affleck. You don't want them to be like butting heads the whole
Just
Let
time.
Matt Damon direct it.
No, the way you fix this whole Batman mess is you hire Matt Damon as Robin or Casey Affleck as Red Hood.
Or both.
Yeah,
Really, the way I see it, if Ben Affleck does...
easy
just
fixes.
do a brothers buddy cop movie.
Yeah.
in Boston.
Why not?
Oh,
Yeah, if Ben Affleck does
Gotham
leave...
got blown up. So we're in
The way I
Yeah.
see they have to deal
I'm
with it
Batman.
is instead of rebooting it and just recasting Batman, just get Dick Grayson Batman in there. You know,
That's what I've heard.
Yeah,
that's kind of because they can't reboot at this point. I guess they
Well,
could.
if they
could-
want, if
they
they're
could
wanting
pull a
to go
Flashpoint
younger,
Yeah.
or-
if they want to go like
Yeah.
the younger Batman, you can be like, hey, this is Dick
yeah,
Grayson.
Yeah.
they could pull a Crisis on Infinite Earths or Flashpoint and recast
interesting,
everyone.
yeah.
But I would rather see,
the name of the movie.
I would rather see some Dick Grayson Batman
Yeah.
movies.
which
Richard Grayson.
I guess like
This
also
can be cruel.
let's play devil's advocate. Like, let's say that the reason why they scrapped the Flash script, they're supposedly scrapped the Ben Affleck script. What if, like, they're trying to right this ship and kind of steer it in the right direction, and they have a completely different vision, and so they're
Yeah.
kind of like, hey, look, we actually have a plan where this is like 10 years down the road, but in order to do that, we have to scrap your script, the Flash scripts, that way we can kind of get this going. If that is the
You
case,
serious? I'm out of here.
I don't think that's the case, but again, I'm playing devil's
They
advocate
have that
here.
kind of foresight.
no.
But let's
They're
just
not that smart.
no.
But let's pretend.
But yeah, let's pretend hypothetically, best case scenario, that's what's happening. Like it wouldn't be the worst thing because that's one thing that I think we've all kind of been like complaining about. Is like Warner Brothers, just take your time if you need to. Take like 5 years off and get a plan together before you just start saying that movie's gonna happen. That movie's gonna happen. This one too. Do you want to see
You're
that
getting a movie. You're getting a movie. You're getting a movie.
That's basically what happens. Like,
Shazam.
Two
Shazam.
superhero movies a month.
yeah, they're just like throwing like darts at a wall and it has pictures of
Including
DC characters.
Split.
It's kind of like
And then on the other walls, actors that
Yeah.
aren't in Marvel.
yeah,
You got The Rock. Come on, Rock.
it's kind of like who the hell even is that character? Doesn't matter. The Rock is playing him now, and they're like,
All right,
all
look.
right, cool.
Will Al Pacino do this?
Chris Pine.
Hooah!
I'm gonna say something, Jake. You're gonna love and you're gonna hate.
Cool.
The two movies that we've really heard no issues from, no behind the scenes squabbling, no director dropping out, no script rewrites. Aquaman and Shazam.
Yeah, Aquaman.
Aquaman
And Shazam.
does
Shazam.
seem
And
to
Shazam.
be going all right. From
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's
What
kind
I
of weird
can
that
hear.
like they're
Yeah.
letting James Wan do his thing. They're kind of like you stay in the water, do your thing.
Probably because
But
yeah,
like
you
everything
stay in
else,
the
they're kind of
water.
like, what do we do? What are we
I like him as a
doing?
director.
Like, people,
too.
we were taking a risk with this character anyway. We don't really care. So he's actually getting to do something good.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
Probably
Shazam.
not
Yeah.
weighing down his neck the whole time.
I mean,
because of Dwayne Johnson.
yeah.
But again, he's
We've heard
getting.
nothing but good news about it.
But
We
we're
haven't
getting
heard a
Black.
lot.
We're getting
We
Black
haven't-
Adam first before Shazam.
But we've heard nothing but good news about Shazam. We haven't heard
That's
much.
technically true.
Yeah,
we
that's
haven't heard.
technically
We
true.
haven't heard much news about Shazam, but it's all been good.
I don't hate that news because it's kind of like I'll believe it when I see it. I want the movie to happen, but let's.
I don't think you do. I think you've
Wait,
got
oh,
some
no.
bias.
Here's-
Shazam.
Here's my thing. Like I'm cool that they.
Shazam.
I don't. I like the fact that they want to make a Shazam movie, but before you do Shazam or even Black Adam or Harley Quinn and the Gotham
Just
City
do all the
Sirens,
small DC characters first, and then build
Do-
yourself up to the Batman, the
Do
Superman.
Catman before you
do
Batman.
like focus on your
Batwing.
core DC characters, your Justice League members first, and then spin off into like the Shazam and Gotham City Sirens and all that stuff, or Deadshot, whatever they want to do.
Well,
like
look-
earn that.
I'm
first.
excited for Sirens.
when
Even
they were
though it
making-
probably won't even work or happen.
I don't care. I just want to see more Margot Robbie in those
Yeah.
shorts.
I want to see my Catwoman,
Yeah.
Ivy.
Who can be a good, who's Catwoman? Have they cast her yet?
Rumors Haley Bennett, but
Okay.
Okay.
I'd be cool with that.
I think she might make a better Ivy.
Yeah.
I mean, she could probably be, probably be a good.
It won't
Catwoman,
happen
too.
for Ivy, but the A-list star that's #1 that they want's Emma Stone.
I would like that.
That would work. It's just very
Yeah.
unlikely. That's who they're setting their sights on. Kind of like when the Green Lantern list came out a few weeks ago. That's kind of how the
Still Ryan Reynolds.
Ivy.
Why not?
But yeah,
Well, I mean, she did Birdman, and Michael Keaton did Birdman.
it's just
and
I don't
then-
know if she would actually want to do it
Yeah.
at this point.
I almost feel like right now
It's
she
all
might
musicals
start
for
doing
her
more of
from
the
now
kind of
on.
artsy
But, yeah.
Oscar type.
But it would work for Haley
No.
Bennett.
For-
Haley Bennett would work. She's starting to get big right now,
Yeah.
and if she did a movie like this, it would
Yeah,
only
I mean,
benefit
yeah,
her,
yeah.
whether it's that good or
Yeah,
not.
exactly.
Kind of
Like,
like with Gal Gadot and Wonder Woman.
Yeah, regardless of quality,
Yeah.
being in a high profile role like that, people will be like, yeah, that's that
she
one
is a
person.
pretty good
from-
actress for what
yeah.
I've seen her in.
And again, she's been in tons of things, but she's always like,
Well, she's been a background player for
Yeah.
the most part. This past year was like the first year that she kind of stood out and had more than a
to
handful
work
of
with.
lines.
Yeah. So yeah, I would be fine with either.
Just a
Ivy
rumor,
or-
of course, but
Yeah.
that she's kind of the front runner. She's kind of been teasing fans on social
Mm-hmm.
media with Catwoman posts, kind of like Manganiello did with
Yeah.
Deathstroke.
Which
and-
who knows if he'll even be Deathstroke
yeah, I
anymore?
know, but
Which kind of
before he was officially
Has that
Yeah,
been a question?
announced.
What?
Has that been
He
a
just
question
took
that he's
another.
leaving, or?
He took a role in the movie Rampage.
Yeah.
That's supposed to be shooting when the Batman was. So that
Well,
that
he
brought up
probably knows
questions.
it's not going to get.
Because they're in.
shot at the same
They've
time.
got to be in talks with him, and like
Yeah.
J.K. Simmons, guys that are just chilling,
Yeah.
waiting. Like, should we take another role? Well, I mean, because those guys are good
Always
actors are going to be
working.
Yeah.
getting calls.
Oh, absolutely.
They're like, well, I don't know. The Batman's supposed to be shooting, but
One
I
of
don't want
that,
to turn this role down.
Recently, Lawrence Fishburne, like I guess when he was promoting John Wick 2, they were like, "Oh, are you going to be in Justice League?" He's like, "I wasn't asked to be," but he was like, "I'm fine with that because I want to." Because apparently he's actually a big comic book
He was like,
fan.
people don't
Yeah.
need to see
Um,
the news guy.
Yeah,
Perry
and
Black. I
get
mean,
that.
Perry White doesn't need to be in every movie.
No, like I like him as Perry White, but yeah,
Yeah, he does
was-
his
Yeah.
role, but
If
It's
he
not
was in-
essential to a
No.
And then again, that I kind of liked his honest take where he was kind of like, as a fan, I want these movies to succeed. I'm in a way kind of glad I'm not in Justice League. So that way I can just sit back and
Watch.
watch
Be
the
a fan.
movie.
Yeah.
But he also was like, Marvel's kicking DC's ass right now.
they are.
And some people were kind of like, oh, how dare you? You're in that property. But it's like, I get that.
It's the truth.
But he's being
He's
honest.
being real. He's not.
Yeah.
Major
He's not
stars.
delusional.
But yeah, again, he's not gonna sugarcoat it and be like, oh, we're going strong. We're gonna kick Marvel's ass. He's just kind of being like, hey, look, we're still kind of in our infancy. We're getting things together. But yeah, as of right now, Marvel's kind of kicking our ass.
It's been a shaky infancy so
Oh, yeah.
far.
Aside from financially, because financially, actually, DC
Yeah.
movies, they're actually
And
doing pretty good.
merchandise is
Yeah.
better
Yeah.
than ever.
I would even argue better than Marvel in
It is.
merchandise.
Yeah.
It is.
And they're better in the comics right now. By far.
Oh, yeah.
It's
Rebirth-
not
yeah.
even
Rebirth
a
is great.
contest.
Just we'll move into Lego Batman.
Yeah,
Movie
man.
that I think
Yeah.
we all loved probably about the same.
I'm pretty sure
I think
it-
it's like the best Batman movie.
Better than
ever.
Dark Knight Rises.
It's not the best Batman
It's not the
movie
best
ever.
Batman movie.
It's the best
Very
one.
good.
It's
the
very
best-
good. It's not the best Batman movie
I'm
ever.
actually going to make the argument it is the best Batman movie because,
I see how you could, but I don't.
Yeah.
Agree.
It's the best
Still
theatrically
Lego at
since
the
the
end of
Dark
the day.
Knight.
like, from a technical standpoint, Dark Knight is
Since the Dark-
better. But I think when you actually get to the core,
It's the best Batman movie since BVS. We can all agree.
sure.
Yeah.
But I think when you get to the core of the character of Batman,
So literally the last.
It's the best Batman movie
Cape
since the
Crusaders
Joke.
came out after it.
but clearly the people who wrote the script and were involved with this movie they got Batman. And that's kind of what
So
made
it's
this
perfect.
movie.
It was a
It was perfect for all
simultaneous
generations.
celebration
Yeah.
and criticism of the character.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you needed that for Batman
Oh,
because
yeah.
as much as we love Batman and all these comic
There's
characters,
a lot of dumb stuff
there's
about it.
there's
Yeah.
so much to make fun of and criticize about all the comic characters.
It's weird if he's not your son.
It
Yeah.
literally is a movie for all ages.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And all Batman fans.
Oh, yeah. And
Even
it,
if you're like one of the people from the 1940s film serials still alive, there's something for
Yeah.
you. Very, very briefly, but it's there.
and also I love the intro when Batman's
That's all they
rogues
do.
galleries
It
are
was the
showing
best.
up, and Joker's like that guy, and the pilot's like I don't think those people exist, and he's like oh they do, and they do. Like some of those I was kind of like I
Do
know who
their-
that
do
is,
their
I know
research.
that person.
Kite Man!
Yeah, Kite Man,
Finally in a movie.
Condiment King.
Been waiting forever.
And so that was one of those those
I'd see
deep
the
cut
dad.
references where I was kind of like, yeah. Whereas most people, I actually do want to know how many people actually Googled Condiment King Kite Man. It's kind of like, whoa,
You should
holy
Google
shit, those people
statistics for who Google-
those people actually do exist.
They
can do that.
They just raised
Yeah.
over the weekend.
Yeah.
Absurd amount.
Yeah, because again, there's a lot of stupid characters in comics, both villains and heroes alike.
Aquaman. What?
He was
He's-
in this movie.
They're not gonna put him in another movie besides the Lego Batman movie.
I kind of figured Lego is going to be Warner Brothers' big franchise more than the superhero movies.
I'm all for it because
It's enough to hold them over at
Ninjago
least
Yeah.
until
Lego Movie
DCEU
2.
does
Yeah.
find
At
their
least.
groove.
It's called the Lego Movie sequel. That's the actual name
Oh.
right now, which makes
that's
sense.
perfect.
When's it
Yeah.
out?
Next year,
I think they
sometime.
got pushed back. didn't they?
18.
It's still next year. It got pushed back because it was supposed to be the release date of Lego Batman, but they pushed it back for Lego Batman.
Are Lord and Miller still attached to it to like direct or anything?
They're producing. I think
Yeah,
they're
I
writing
don't
the
think they're
script,
directing.
but they're not
Okay.
directing.
So I think as long as they're still heavily involved, I can deal with that.
Yeah.
They're both involved in
Yeah.
tons of stuff now.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, like because
They're
again,
right.
I think after what they've done with Lego Movie and
Pretty much
2122
where
Jump
your
Street,
career
yeah.
goes if you're smart.
Yeah.
But yeah, Lego Batman was so good. Like I knew it'd be good, but like after I left the theater, I was like, man, there wasn't really a weak moment in the movie because it just kept going. It did not like it was relentless with like just quality and
It was
humor.
maybe a little too cheesy near the end, but
I was waiting for it.
you
I
kind
will-
of had to have that.
I thought it was
kids.
appropriate.
Like,
I will
what
s-
is the negative?
It was a
from
little
Dave?
heavy.
I will say, I think Return of the Cape Crusaders was funnier, but not necessarily like more well made.
Yeah.
But I think I got more
This
laughs.
is a good
at it.
production.
Yeah,
I think I actually laughed more at Lego Batman.
and I laughed a lot.
Too.
Like I laughed.
Yeah.
At both of them. I think Return of the
They're
Cape
both good in
Crusaders.
their own ways.
Yeah.
Yeah,
There
they're
weren't enough
very
Arrested
different.
Development references. 'Cause I think it's the first reunion for
I'll
Joe
give you
and
that.
George Michael.
Yeah,
yeah.
I will give you that.
George Michael's dead.
George Michael Bluth is dead.
Not Blue. I thought you were just talking about the pop star.
No, I knew that.
It would be kind of funny if they reference that in the next season.
S5
If
just-
there ever is
Has
one.
5 just come out already. It's just stealthily been released.
Yeah.
No promotion whatsoever.
Yeah.
We'll just wait till people find it.
It's on like one shelf in a Walgreens somewhere.
Yeah,
Like
it's not,
Revan.
yeah, it's not on Netflix. It's just a Netflix DVD.
But yeah, Lego Batman I thought was
Walgreens
fantastic.
and
Oh, yeah, I loved it. I've heard some criticisms I agree with. Some
Yeah,
I
what have the
disagree with.
criticisms been? I haven't really.
I just heard that it
Basically the
was
researched
same movie
it.
as the Lego movie.
that, and that it's like less impactful, and like that some of the jokes didn't land for like. I don't know,
I've heard that,
it
like,
is.
There's actually too many jokes. It's too quick. It's
Yeah, that's the Chris Stuckman one kind of.
Yeah.
Like, they're all nitpicks. It's a great movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's really all you can do with a movie like this is nitpick. But again, they're like minor nitpicks where it's
A
kind
couple
of like
jokes will be hit and miss.
Yeah.
Just because over the course of a 100-minute movie.
yeah.
yeah.
But also,
It's pretty much every other line's a joke.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's the thing.
I will
like,
say I
it's
would
gonna
have
be
liked
hard.
for an extended re-performance of Untitled Self-Portrait, but that
Yeah.
they opted for Batman rapping a lot, which was fine for what it was.
See that Megadeth song in the beginning?
Yeah.
That was pretty awesome.
yeah, I was all for Batman being like a metalhead.
MacGuffin Airlines.
But
It's not Turkish Airlines.
I also did like that the whole thing with Joker and Batman, like when it's kind of like
It's a love story.
Yeah,
yeah,
this
Like,
is a love
it's-
story between the Joker and Batman.
but that's kind of
We'll
how it
say,
is in
you
a
know,
weird
No, I
psychotic
didn't-
way.
I did not mean that as a bad thing.
Yeah.
anyway.
I don't know if it was Stuckman's point or another reviewer, but I kind of agree with. Like, I didn't even realize Zach Galifianakis was the Joker
Yeah.
until the credits had rolled. I would kind
I
of like.
knew.
I knew going in, but I'm trying to think. It would have
like,
probably
it didn't-
taken me a
yeah,
little while
would
to.
like to
Yeah.
have more of his spin on it.
I
think
actually-
he probably would have done something different.
My first guess for him, for the Joker, actually would have been Patton Oswalt, just based on the voice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because
True.
before I remember.
Yeah, for the whole. Like, I was. Is that Patton Oswalt?
Yeah.
The only voice
'Cause I
that
didn't
was
know-
like
I didn't
clearly
really know who played anybody
distinct was
except
Sarah
for
Ezra.
Rosario.
Yeah.
because that was
Yeah.
just his voice.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, those were the two I knew.
Rosario
Conan was
Dawson,
in
but
it.
you know,
yeah,
yeah.
Yeah,
But
Conan was the Riddler.
yeah,
I wouldn't.
apparently.
I wouldn't have guessed
I
that.
I would've-
that until the credits.
I would have liked to see more of Billy D's Two-Face.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
I was
That
expecting
is
a
a
little bit
complaint,
more.
I guess, if I had to
Yeah.
make one.
I did like how
God, this movie sucks.
It's- well,
Bobby did.
We just have. It's really good, so all we can really talk about is our nitpicks. What?
He should be just pounding a Lego Colt 45.
Hello, bad girl. What have we here?
So I guess like with the success of Lego Movie and Lego Batman, what are
Lego Space Ghost.
Okay,
I've made
Just like the keychain we got was pretty much just the.
It really
Batman.
was.
I could
Clip
see
the
the
ears
sort
off.
of
It was
Lego
the
Batman
Space Ghost.
2/Justice League, Lego Justice League.
Yeah, I wouldn't
movie.
mind seeing the Justice League one.
A lot of people have thrown out Star Wars.
It won't happen.
No,
Warner
it'd
Brothers.
be kind of cool.
It would be way down the road.
It would have,
I
yeah.
would be all for that.
Disney would have to just buy out Warner Brothers, neuter them to the point where they couldn't make a dick joke again, and then say, okay, you had to make this pretty
Starring-
good.
Yeah, again, this
Starring
this
Jar
movie had a
Jar.
dick
Yeah.
joke.
Yeah,
It's
I
like
didn't.
a kid's
I was
movie.
not ready for the dick joke in this movie, and I
Yeah.
was pleasantly surprised by the dick.
I was like,
joke.
I like one, but there's no way that they're gonna do it.
Richard
kids'
Grayson, the kids call me Dick. Kids can be cruel.
Yeah, that was one of those things where I was kind of like, wow.
Did Lego Batman just make a dick joke?
But again, that's the beauty. It was subtle
Now
enough.
I'm so
Yeah,
But-
little kids would
Yeah.
just think it's funny.
Yeah.
For funny.
It's like, yeah,
Just
kids
laugh
can
laugh.
be cruel. And their parents were just laughing their asses off. Be like, dick.
I guess it was also kind of weird for me there wasn't a live action sequence like the first Lego movie, but
I was hoping there wouldn't be.
yeah,
there
I
are
kinda-
live action things that you see.
yeah, I kind of expected there wouldn't. I'm kind of thinking the Phantom Zone in this movie was just like representative of like the shelves on the wall in that
Yeah.
basement, and like where Will
Could've
Ferrell,
been.
Will
Spoiler
Ferrell,
alert, but
yeah,
Sauron is there?
yes, Sauron, King Kong,
Yeah, I loved all the like other villains.
the Wicked Witch,
Yeah, a lot of them.
Alex.
And I like that. Like they when he was naming off the villains, he's like, yeah, and the weird space guys. Ask your nerd friends, because Doctor Who is kind of like synonymous with like the really
British robots.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just also touching on the fact that a lot of people don't know what that is.
Yeah.
Gremlins.
Yeah, that was one of the things I was like, holy shit, Gremlins! I
No
want
other
a
movie
Gremlins movie.
I will say I was kind of like,
Combine all these franchises.
Yeah.
well, I mean that's what Lego Dimensions is.
Yeah.
It's
That's what
fun.
their movies are
Yeah.
kind of always going to be.
Well, I mean, there literally is a Lego Dimensions Lego Batman story pack, so it is.
Yeah.
It's exactly that.
Oh, but
It's
you
a-
get to see the Justice League, but
a fun game.
they don't really do anything.
Yeah.
That's why I kind of said I wouldn't mind seeing them
Yeah.
featured in
Their
maybe a
actual
future
dynamic,
movie.
yeah.
It was kind of.
I do like
I
they're all
guess-
partying without him.
Yeah.
Batman.
It was, I guess,
It
slightly.
was definitely on
kinda-
purpose, not invited.
Yeah.
I would have, and this is a problem with every superhero movie, but I would have liked to see why they weren't really doing much during the big end climactic scene. Like his first thought is to
Well, the thing
gather
is,
up
it's
all the
like
villains.
Gotham's like,
Yeah,
that's,
I mean,
we don't go there.
again,
Yeah.
these are minor nitpicks, but like I would have liked to see like them maybe trying to get a call from Batman and they just can't hear it over the party or something.
yeah.
Something like that. But it's again, these
Yeah.
I need you guys.
very minor things.
Yeah, I'll say I think that would have made it funnier, but at the same time, I just assumed that they didn't care because they were still partying, or they were kind of like, Gotham,
Yeah.
he's got that.
I assumed it, but I would like to see it.
Yeah.
Just like
Yeah.
you just don't pay attention.
It's all very minor things.
because he told them not to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What were we talking about after Lego Batman? I forgot already.
Samurai Jack.
Samurai
trailer.
Jack!
This looks
coming back.
This looks so badass.
Yeah, it
So
really
here it's
is.
throwing me off a little bit.
No, it's been 50 years. Yeah, the
But
premise.
just visually, it's like, what?
There actually was an episode like
Get
Do you, not,
over
do you
it.
not like beards, Dave?
in this room full of somewhat bearded men.
But I
I'm
shaved
much
my
less
beard.
bearded than I've
Everyone
been
has
in a while.
some kind of facial hair
Yeah.
going.
So I don't like beards anymore.
Okay. Well, anyways, there was an episode of Samurai Jack where like someone saw a brief vision of the future, and it did involve Jack with a beard, so
Yeah.
it fits. So shut up.
But like one thing that
Just a nitpick.
it's one thing
We're doing
It's
it.
the
that I
Nitpick
think
podcast.
one reason why I always loved Samurai Jack so much is
I guess I just didn't expect it to be like the majority of the trailer.
I mean, I'm willing to bet the whole trailer is probably just stuff from the first episode.
yeah, which
Quite
I'm
possibly.
all for.
Yeah.
But one thing that I've always loved about Samurai Jack that it looks like they have, again, they're just upping the ante is I always liked how like the show was like a combination of like those old samurai kung fu movies with Western elements, with sci-fi, post-apocalyptic, like basically take all these kind of genre
Yeah.
Sure.
like genres and just combine them into one, and it doesn't like none of them like kind of overwhelm the other. Like, not at one point is it like too heavy with like the post-apocalypticness. It's not too sci-fi. It's not too kind of westerny. It's not too.
Can't get too western, eh?
Yeah.
Because they've outright said that it's like. I forgot what I was gonna say. Go on.
But I like that. Like the trailer
Continue.
for this new season, again, felt like all of that. Like had like that kind of Blade Runner sci-fi feel. Had like that
Ryan
post-apocalyptic.
Gosling's in this one too.
Sure.
It's literally the character Ryan Gosling.
Samurai Jack.
Like he was even like.
Wouldn't be
He might
opposed to
sing,
that.
he might dance. He
But
might
like one
throw
thing
some
that I hope they
swords.
bring back.
He might
is
solve mysteries.
one of my favorite characters from Samurai Jack is the Scotsman.
He's coming back.
Oh yes. I figured he would, but it's still
They've
one of those
confirmed
things.
it.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah,
Played by
but
Sean Connery. Yes.
Sure. That'll bring him out of retirement.
Reprising
Yeah.
his role.
a lot of Samurai Jack is also inspired by Star Wars. Like,
Yeah.
I think there's even a scene where someone says the line, "I have you now."
Yeah.
And of course, you can
Samurai
clearly,
Jack, Clone Wars.
yeah, the original Clone Wars is very much in the same
Yes.
style as Samurai Jack,
That's
just
the-
without
It's
lines.
the same guy, Genndy
Yeah,
Tartakovsky.
getting to Tartakovsky.
Also did Dexter's Lab,
Hotel Transylvania.
Powerpuff Girls.
He worked on it, but that was Craig McCracken.
Was it?
Craig McCracken was the
Phil McCracken
Craig McCracken was the
just killed it there.
was the driving force behind the
That was
Powerpuff Girls
Okay.
and stuff.
I
But
said, so. I'm still taking credit for it. Even though I'm ashamed.
you should kill yourself.
I should.
But yeah, Samurai Jack looks fantastic. And again, the fact that it's like more.
Yeah, it's on Adult Swim, so there was a lot of blood.
That was the one, I guess,
On that 11
nitpick or
o'clock.
kind of complaint with the original Samurai Jack show is like he was pretty much always just fighting robots.
Every time he like cut up someone that looks relatively, it looks like an organic creature, it would just be wires.
Yeah, and I get it, but
Give him
this.
a pass on that.
Yeah,
I
but
mean,
like, and again, it was futuristic, and so like most of Aku's
Same way
minions
like
were
Batman
robots.
Beyond, it was all laser guns.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
even though
with-
Batman the Animated Series had actual guns.
yeah,
I love the whole
Different
more
times.
sort of modern city they created.
yeah. But yeah, it looks so good, and especially the fact that it's a little bit more grittier. I think that's one thing that like will
If
hopefully
you're coming
perfect.
back, you got to be
Yeah.
ready.
Yeah, and it looks like the show. It's not pulling.
Yeah, like it
a-
doesn't look any different at all.
It's not pulling a Teen Titans Go where it changes an art style
becomes
entirely.
horrible.
Yeah.
yeah. It looks
What a
like
disappointment that was.
Or even like
Yeah.
when Dexter's Lab came back.
yeah.
The
The style was like all different. This looks like
you got
it
to
just-
cater to these little kids now. They don't know what it is.
Their animation is awful now.
Yeah.
This looks like it could have been made just back
Yeah.
right when
80s
the
and
original
90s
kicked off.
owned.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Like that was if you didn't grow up in the '90s cartoon era, you missed out on like the golden age of.
I will say there has been a
Cartoons.
bit of a resurgence
Yeah.
lately and pretty good ones.
Yeah. But I don't think anything will beat
Still
the
doesn't
'90s.
compare.
Yeah.
And
80s kids would say the same thing about 80s too. but
well, okay, a lot of those '80s
it's all about-
shows.
it's all about the time.
'Cause I don't know if I mentioned it before on like one of the podcasts, but Netflix recently added He-Man, the original
Yeah.
He-Man
Yeah,
show.
you mentioned it. It was your last what you're experiencing,
Yes,
I think.
it is so good, but it's bad. It is so cheesy. Even for like the '80s, I'm kind of like, this is.
So it's good.
Yeah, it's good, but like I'm just like,
That's the problem.
yeah, it's a different kind of good. Like it's not
Oh.
like a lot of the
Star Wars Episode 10.
like some
Star
of the
Wars
like '90s.
droids.
Another kind of good.
Star Wars droids, Ewoks, shut up.
Like some of the '90s cartoon shows still hold up today. Like where you're kind of like, okay, this
Yeah.
is the quality's still there. Whereas He-Man, that was the times of the '80s. A lot of the shows were just cheesy, like GI Joe, He-Man, Thundercats, less
the
so.
holograms.
Because like all the shows have like a life lesson at the end where like
Muppet
He-Man's are like,
Babies.
now remember kids, that's why you don't steal because bad things will happen.
Exactly.
Don't smoke those cold cigarettes.
Yeah,
But the 90s had their moments too with like Captain Planet telling you about AIDS. That happened.
Now he's coming to the
True.
big screen.
Yeah.
But I think that was
Don Cheadle.
really early '90s.
AIDS.
Like, but I think once it got more into like late.
We all know your
90s.
favorite cartoon was Magic School Bus.
Yeah, I did like Magic School
Wait,
Bus.
isn't
The prequel to Captain
who just
Planet.
got
Yeah.
who just got cast as Miss Frizzle?
Oh,
They actually started
I saw
casting?
something about that. I can't
What?
remember who was it.
I want to say Amy Schumer, but that can't be right.
Probably someone like Ellie Kemper.
You would think so. I don't think.
But
it was her.
yeah,
Can't
I'll have to do some research.
I think Spaceman's looking it up right now.
Yeah,
Just
Okay.
dead air until then. I don't want.
Don't-
dead silence.
Yeah, I think we're
Dead
all excited about
Silence.
Samurai Jack.
2007.
I do want to try and
film,
rewatch
100%.
Yeah.
the older episodes before the new one, just to kind of get a refresher. Even though I imagine they'll probably recap
I guess,
the big events.
I guess speaking of Netflix, that can lead us into Star Wars Clone Wars.
Kate McKinnon.
Oh, okay, yeah. But yeah, I guess Clone Wars is leaving Netflix next month in March.
Unfortunately.
Question mark?
Allegedly.
Okay. Why?
Yeah.
Hopefully it won't, because I need at least another 6 years to finish that show.
Season a year.
Yeah.
I will admit it.
At
You
this
on
point.
3?
Yeah.
You should just start binging it.
Yeah.
Westworld's gonna be there.
You'll binge it, and then
gonna-
it'll be like it actually won't get
No,
taken off.
finish Westworld. There's less
Like,
episodes.
I did all this work.
No, finish
And then-
Clone Wars because it's leaving its streaming service.
You can finish Westworld by
Yeah.
the summer.
I hope so.
You can.
Westworld doesn't have a time clock on it.
Just stop doing everything you're doing and binge watch both these shows.
Stop
Dave.
going to work.
Yeah, don't go to work anymore.
Don't bother with Game of Thrones.
Don't read.
Watch more Game of
Get
Thrones.
Netflix
Don't-
on your
don't
phone
worry
so you
about
can
it.
watch when you're at your respective
It's
job.
not a horrible idea, but I'll just kill my battery.
You got that little charger thing.
And
don't you?
work is where I get all the reading done.
Get your charger that
Quit
we all
thinking.
bought when Pokemon Go was a thing.
What?
Yeah.
What?
What?
Something. I don't know.
Pokemon what?
I think you remember we all got exercise for some reason.
That's when we were all just trying to get our beach bodies back.
Yeah.
That's right.
Everybody had an 8-pack.
I had a 9-pack. I have an extra 8.
Callback.
Nice.
I have my moments.
So I guess before we start moving into what we're experiencing, what we're going to
But
experience,
then we all stopped working
Spaceman,
out in the park
What?
together. And it's like,
the new segment we added. You
Oh.
told me your idea for Dave's next movie he's going to
not
pitch.
really.
First, we're going to kind of
Yeah.
touch on John Wick.
Okay, yeah.
All right.
And Rebels might be getting canceled.
Yeah, that too.
Canceled or
I'm
ending?
okay
Well,
with it as long as they
Yeah,
bring-
canceled.
Really?
I want
Something
them
new.
to. If they're going to do that, then the next season needs to be 2 years. Because every season's been a year until now. And it's been like 5 years before, A New Hope leading up to it. So
Okay, because
The
when I
next-
got you all's text, I thought it was just ending, like they were ending it intentionally because it's...
Well, a sudden rush. I don't know
Yeah.
if they'll
No.
It
categorize it as canceled, but
it
maybe
needs to be-
come to an abrupt
Trying
stop.
to-
It'd
yeah,
be
it needs to have a satisfying conclusion.
as kind of popular
I
as
want
it
to see.
is.
I want
As
to see
long
the
as the
events.
network
Since Clone Wars was
allows them
7
to-
seasons.
Yeah, I want to see the events of Rogue
Thought this
One
would at
from
least
the
go
Ghost
5.
Crew's perspective.
That'd be cool.
Because they're there. Like,
Yeah.
Chopper's there. Syndulla is mentioned over the loudspeaker, and the Ghost is there. So I want to see that.
Yeah, they definitely
you
got
know.
some
They're there. They're,
loose ends to tie up before.
oh, yeah. So if they're going to
Just
do that.
end
You
it
know,
like they tried with the Clone Wars originally. And
Yeah.
got picked up on.
originally, Clone Wars was
Netflix
actually
and-
going to explore the events leading up to and even during Revenge of the Sith, but
Which would have been awesome.
yeah, because according to the Ahsoka novel,
that'll be
which
in the
I
new show.
Yeah, according to the Ahsoka novel, which I listened to the audiobook, Darth Maul was actually active during Revenge of the Sith.
Makes sense.
Yeah,
I would kind of assume so.
well, yeah, but like,
He's got to be doing
Like,
something.
it would have had,
yeah, like
He's-
apparently she fought him and like they faked Rex's death and stuff. So a bunch of stuff
Cool.
happened with that. Yeah.
I heard it was a very good novel.
Yeah. There's a lesbian in it.
What?
In Star Wars?
Yeah.
She hot?
I imagined her to be. I mean, if you want her to
Is she
be.
like a red Ayla Secura?
She was human.
Gross.
It was kind of just like subtle, but like there was a scene where Ahsoka saved her, and she's like, "I could
Started
just
making
kiss
out.
you." No, but she says,
All right, I won't read it.
"Yeah," but she says, "I could just kiss you," and Ahsoka's like, "What?"
I'll read the graphic novel when it gets released.
Good.
I'm only interested in Gamorreans. Like, nothing else really does it for me. Oh, there we go.
I could get into some Saiyan women.
Shira.
All right, look,
Storm.
and let's be real.
Wizard Jira.
We're all straight men. We'd all bang Watto.
Well, yeah. Did you see that stubble
You have
he
to.
had?
Everybody has to have a job.
Yeah.
Come on here, Dick, spaceman.
Yeah, go faster.
Like, he'd always give you something to do, like...
more
You'd be in, like, your apartment or wherever you're living, he's just kind of like, come on, go clean the dishes. And you're kind of like, oh, Watto.
Turn that pod racer on, boy.
Why don't you just fly out and get a half gallon of milk, you crazy guy? And you just kind of be like, piss off. I'm gonna watch the ball game.
Watto
I
is
watched the
crazy.
Woody Allen movie starring him.
Spike
Watto
that.
Hall.
Maybe he's Watto in the Han Solo movie.
That would make it better. Because I don't think it's going to be good.
We'll save that for another time.
Disagree,
Yeah,
but, all right.
But for, main reasons if I don't actually want to see anybody but Harrison Ford play the role.
Yeah.
'Cause
Amen.
It's fair.
I don't think they can do it. Like, in
Amen.
theory, it sounds good. But
I'll see it.
This is when
Yeah.
you think about it. It's like, no, I don't want to see that, actually.
I'm
will see it.
hesitant.
I can't.
I like the team behind it. That's
Yes,
what's
that's,
kind of
that's the one.
That's
thing
what's keeping me optimistic.
Yeah, it's keeping my spirits up.
Optimistic.
Check your
What is
dictionary.
that man?
Something you probably can't do.
Yeah, you
gotta have a
negative.
Quit being so dead inside, Dave.
All right, so John Wick
Then wake me
2.
up.
Wake me up inside.
Wake Dave up before he goes.
Those are two musical cues that lead you into the next segment.
Yeah, we licensed those songs.
Totally.
See
Don't
what
sue
we can
us.
get away with it.
Wake Dave up
The
before he
performances
goes.
are-
Hey, you know, yeah,
In
whatever.
such a
Yeah,
way
he's
that
gotta go.
like,
Gonna be
you
late
can't
for work.
totally be sure that's what we're pirating.
Tell me.
All right, give him his movie.
All right. Yeah, John Wick 2. I guess I'm in the minority of this, where I was actually kind of disappointed by it, which you haven't seen it yet.
I've not
so
seen it yet. I'm
We-
going to see it this weekend.
Just to
Yeah.
save it.
We won't get into spoilers, but I'll just say like it kind of felt like the mediocre 7 to me, where it's like it's trying to recapture,
Tried too hard.
trying to recapture something, that happened before, and it just you don't get that lightning in a bottle again. Keanu Reeves' performance is about the same.
Just recycled jokes.
It is, a lot of recycled
lines.
jokes. I will say the one thing that really threw me off, and I'm sorry, Jake, this is a very, very minor
Earmuffs.
spoiler. I won't get. Well, no, I won't give any.
Stranger danger!
I won't give any context to it, but like
Doesn't make sense.
what really
Well,
kind of my moment when I was like, I'm done with this movie was the dance off,
Bro.
I'm in.
because like they tried to
it
make.
wasn't like a
Like
Dance off?
Star Lord, yeah, but
Well, it wasn't like outright Star Lord, but it was like
it's just
they're doing the club fight again. They're recycling that, and like
natural. I mean,
They're
it's
like
a bigger club.
the guy that the main guy that John Wick is
Everything's
trying
bigger
to kill.
and
They're
better,
kind of
supposedly.
Yeah,
they're trying to
kinda
blend in
like
with all the
the-
club stuff,
we
and so
got
like they're
a budget
dancing
now.
while they're also trying to shoot each other, and it was
yeah.
just
It's
a
like the
mess.
Outlander Club in episode 2.
Yeah, it was-
I'm in.
it just
I'm
didn't work
out.
for me. That kind of ruined it for me. But
Actually, I don't know. We'll see.
yeah,
We'll see next week.
Dave, you were kind of positive about it.
More than the first one, but
Yeah.
all you had to
It's not a
all you had to
perfect
have done to say you liked it more than the first one, just be like it was.
Yeah, obviously the Jerry Cantrell
Decent.
song was the best part. But
Yeah,
Was the
just having
dance
that
was the
song.
dance off what sold it for you and being better than the first one?
totally. No, I thought it had a better actual story because I think maybe the main flaw of the first one,
There was no flaw.
but there was a lot. Again, it's not a terrible movie. Or anything, but one of the things
Well,
that annoys me the
this,
most.
this
kind
one's
of a
2
pet
hours
peeve.
instead of 90 minutes.
actually
It's
got
just
some
it's
more
a
time to
dragged
flesh
out.
things out,
dragged,
but-
dragged out.
Yeah, it really should have just been another
Last 30
90
minutes, I'm like, come on.
It related
It's
too
like
much to
more
the.
justified.
It related too much to the first one. Like
Yeah, it's
I
a
wanted a
little
more.
long,
I
but-
wanted a more standalone, type story.
It's like
that-
my action movies be quick and actiony.
But anyway,
Yeah.
the first one, we're sort of like the audience is just kind of asked to intuit the emotion. You don't really get any context for his wife's death. It's sad his wife died, but like we don't see him with his wife
I
really.
don't care about that. I was sad the
Yeah.
dog died.
Well, again, the dog was just sort of a conduit for the wife.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
That's what made it more
Kind of-
impactful.
yeah, it'd be more impactful.
I
than if
mean,
just
in
the wife
theory,
died.
but it's also I don't know. It's kind of the director just telling the audience this is how you should feel rather than making them feel.
It's an action movie.
Did you not think that
I'm
dog
fine
was
with that.
adorable?
It was a
No, I have
beagle.
no problem
it was
with
a
the dog. I
beagle
think you're
puppy.
exaggerating.
They like
Dave.
genetically bred the cutest dog possible. Make you fall in love with it for like.
I've seen
I-
much cuter
10
dogs.
minutes.
I
I've
love
seen much cuter
beagles.
dogs.
I grew up with beagle puppies, and as soon as I saw that puppy, I was
grew up
like,
with
that
Scottish
reminds me
Terrier.
of my childhood.
Started
And German
tearing up.
Shepherds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
If
then
it
when
was a
they
German
killed that
Shepherd,
dog, I was like, my
probably
childhood
would.
is dead. So I was like, John Wick, kill all those
My childhood
bastards.
died when I grew up.
Kill
It's not
them
being
all.
a child anymore.
Be a child again, Dave. Learn how to love and be optimistic.
What? And you're saying a bunch of words.
I can't die, Dave.
Optimistic is
again.
kind of what you're being about John Wick 2 right now.
Oh, that's what that is?
Yeah,
Oh, that's weird.
where you actually have like good things to say about it.
You didn't like it, but it's better, I
It's
guess. Okay.
Okay, cool.
I didn't hate. Again, I didn't even hate the first one. I just thought it was a kind of disposable throwaway action. Yeah.
I disagree.
Yeah.
I
Disagree.
I also disagree
Wholeheartedly.
that the second one is better. It's
He would.
I kind of feel
disagree
like
with me.
the second one is
It tried.
Yeah,
I think it had more time to flush some things out, and it wasn't
Just needs to be one movie that's a cult movie.
on the whole, I feel
Don't need
like
to make a
Well, still a
franchise out of
fairly
it.
simple story. I
John
kinda
Wick
felt his
2
motivations
John Wick 2 feels
more.
like the movie that you were talking about when you talked about the first one to me,
What?
where it's just like a disposable action
yeah,
movie.
I
Yeah,
got what you-
Oh. Yeah, I don't really see how you have that interpretation.
I'll see how you have
Probably
that
'cause you fell
interpretation of the
asleep
first
again,
one.
Oh,
It was only for like 5 minutes.
fist fight.
See, it was way more intricate than
But if John Wick 2
You're
isn't
not
keeping
gonna
me
just keep
awake,
up with it.
We
there's
got
a
problems
problem.
here.
Yeah.
You could fall asleep during anything. Your crazy sleep patterns.
that's true.
Yeah.
But I did. But
Like
you know.
I don't find you falling asleep really a judge of a movie's
No.
quality.
Well, look, if it's good enough, it'll keep me awake. And Mediocre 7 and John Wick 2 just didn't meet that test.
That's what you tell your girlfriends. Hey, buddy. What are you? Dick, don't go sleeping on me again. That's cool.
So let's have Dave pitch his movie.
All right.
Which I loved your idea, by the way.
Yeah, I want to hear your ideal sequel to Minions.
Your favorite movie ever.
That's
Gosh.
stupid.
Now you see what I'm talking
Because it
about.
doesn't need a sequel.
Yeah.
It's fine.
It's
Because
perfect on its
Because it's
own.
awful.
Well, look, if they were gonna,
I never said it was the perfect.
All
movie or
right,
anything.
they're throwing all this money at you to
yeah.
even
pitch
if
a
even if
Minions
you
sequel after
you've resisted, but
Act Two
they've
or
thrown
whatever
more
done.
money.
There's a little dump truck of money dumping bags like sacks of cash on your
Ben
front
Affleck
lawn.
is directing with Matt Damon, and they're
Okay.
writing it as well.
Here we
Okay,
go.
I'm gonna
Alright.
see it now.
It's a stealth sequel to Good Will Hunting.
So the minions are with a
The
janitor.
minions are they're turned good by a janitor with a kind heart and great math skills. It's again the one major flaw of the first Minions and all the Despicable Me movies is they're not educational enough,
Here, keep going.
especially focusing on the math and the sciences, which the Minions are geniuses at. Because as we saw in the first one, they've had all this training in sciences and math. And they look at the world around them, how dumb kids are, because it's in America, obviously. Donald Trump is president. Obviously. And like that's fine. That's going fine. It's not really a huge part of the movie. You do see him. He fires them all.
Naturally.
And he doesn't actually kill them. They kill all their masters, but
You can't kill the Minions; they're immortal.
yeah. And
They
you
tried.
can't kill Donald Trump either.
Yeah.
So they try on accident, but he actually doesn't die, so then he fires them.
Okay.
On the Minion Apprentice. That's where the franchise is going. But anyway, they get fired. And they
Minion
wind up
DC.
going to Boston. Because why not?
That's what everyone does.
Yeah.
There's actually the original Minion now lives in Boston.
Like when I got
He's a
fired from
little
Metallica,
older,
I
and
went to Boston.
Yeah, he retired and he lives in Boston.
Shipped
That's
up
why they're
there.
going to live
Yeah.
with him. And he introduces them to Will Hunting, who's still a janitor at that school. So he gets them jobs
Hopefully he
as
has good
janitors at the
benefits,
school.
though.
I would say.
Terrible.
Oh, it's
He
been
lives in
20
a
years.
At least by then,
Ratty
he's-
one-bedroom apartment.
This is depressing.
Are the minions living
Over
with
some
them,
bar.
or
No, the original Minion has like an underground kingdom. This is
Okay.
the original one. He retired in style.
cool?
He's kind of the one they worship.
Who's the antagonist of this film, or is there
Life
one?
itself.
That's a good antagonist.
Cold, hard truth on the streets and poverty, and Ben Affleck's still there.
Has he
As a
directed the
vigilante
Batman
crime
yet?
fighter, yes.
Okay.
And he's gone crazy from the movie. He becomes the little
Yeah.
vigilante
I
crime
can see
fighter
that.
who's constantly hunting down Jared Leto. That's a subplot we get into, like just on the streets of Boston.
Is he
Where
hunting
Leto's
down-
shooting a completely different movie. Not green-haired and whatnot, but he's just targeted on killing the Joker. So that's a very important subplot in the movie.
Is he shooting Requiem for a Dream 2? Is that?
Electric Boogaloo.
Yeah. Okay.
And is Will
They're doing a train spotting thing. It's
is
like-
Will Smith a part of some kind of Suicide
Will
Squad?
Smith's not in the movie. He has nothing to do with this film whatsoever.
Shut that down.
Thought I'd ask.
Good.
Again, Ice-T will compose the score.
Get shot.
There's also going to be a lot of songs, because I miss the songs in animated films.
Okay.
Like, the whole thing will basically be a La La Land style musical, but also Good Will Hunting.
I hope it's got a better dance off than John Wick 2.
Oh,
Yeah.
definitely. because it's all of them. It's a huge opening dance number on the freeway.
Did they get run over?
Well, yeah, but they can't. I mean, some of them do, like Kevin
No.
does, and there's a whole
That's
thing where he
good.
falls off the bridge, and
That's good.
they
Kevin-
warn him because they
Kevin's-
think he's dead.
Kevin's not the
But he
best,
comes
isn't
back near the end at the big spelling bee. And he spells the final word right.
What's the final word?
It's B.
Etc.
He wins for the minions.
Yeah. The final word is B. It's a spelling
It's
bee.
actually skeleton.
Do minions have those?
We actually learn this time they do. We learn a
It's
lot about their
educational.
yeah. In the sciences section of the film, we learn a lot about anatomy.
Act
Where Dolph
3,
Lundgren
science.
is actually the nuclear physicist that they can't afford school. Obviously, that's a huge thing because they're working class minions. They can't afford an education.
Is it Dolph as Dolph or Dolph as like
It's-
Ivan Drago
It's
teaching?
Dolph is Dr. Dolph Lundgren
Okay.
from Crime Stinks.
Alright.
The smell of penetration. So he's got a giant nose
As
as his head.
But he agrees, well, he's not, breaking heads on the streets for nuclear physicist stuff. He's going to teach them in his spare time because they saved his life.
Go to school, learn, education, get a job.
Get shot!
Basically, yeah. When Ice-T comes with his gang and shoots up this pizza place,
Now, in Rick and Morty, it's revealed that Ice-T is, in fact, an alien species who are all element letters. So, he transforms into a literal physical Ice-T. Does that
he just
play in?
drinks a lot of iced tea.
Okay.
And it's ironic. It's also
I
funny.
thought you like lemonade.
Now Beyonce's not. Well,
Well, she's the first woman to ever have a child, so
Women have children?
Figured it'd be hard for her.
she is the first one to do it.
Yes.
So I give her credit for that. But otherwise, I'm not really a fan.
Amen.
Okay.
Yeah, children are awful. Why would
I
you?
don't respect them.
Why would you commend someone for creating one of those?
You hated yourself as a child. You're like, I can't wait till I'm a teenager so I don't have to hate myself.
I did. I was like, oh man, I can't wait to not be this
So stupid.
disgusting thing
Can't do
anymore.
anything for myself.
So what's the epic finale for Minions 2,
Spelling
the
bee.
sequel?
Well, yeah, that's the moral kind of victory,
Okay.
but it ends pretty dark.
All right. Well, Affleck's
So we're
there,
basically
so-
going Empire Strikes Back. With
Is it
this
going to be
movie.
a trilogy?
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
But yeah, Ben Affleck dies.
Aw.
He gets taken down on the set of Requiem for a Dream 2.
Electric Boogaloo.
Who kills him? Life.
Just a PA. It's a prop gun thing. It gets kind of sad.
Oh.
A lot of tears, a lot of Evanescence music, sung by Ice-T.
You cried and wiped away.
All right.
Wake me up inside.
It's actually a lot more emotional than you think.
Ice-T covers the Evanescence songs.
For all the funeral scenes.
I would
oh my
pay
God.
so much money to see that.
Wake
Yeah,
me up. I can't wake up.
I hate the Minions and everything they represent.
And
but
then they
I'm-
have to file
I'm-
their taxes for the previous year, which is another
Yeah.
big educational part, like teaching America how to make their taxes great again.
But do they have to pay? Is the twist that they actually have to pay into it instead of getting a refund?
Yeah, I mean that's just kind of the lesson. That's not really the big twist.
Yeah. No, that's the twist. That's the Shyamalan twist.
Shyamalan's not involved in the movie except for the post credits.
Shyamalan and Will Smith
We'll
are
get
not.
to it. I don't know where I was going with this.
It's a post-credit scene.
Yeah, but I'm not there yet. Oh yeah, with their taxes, they have to learn how to do their taxes, and they have to pay the death tax, which Trump hasn't taken away yet. And a lot of it's going to be raised.
Has he
a
built
lot
the
of third
wall
movies- Yeah.
The Minion Wall.
And is this
The Minions
related?
built the wall,
Is this also related to the Matt Damon wall?
and they got Mexico
movie?
to pay for it.
Oh wow.
No,
No, because this
Matt
is
Damon's
just the
just
wall.
directing. He's
Matt
not
Damon's the
appearing
great
in the
wall.
movie.
Yeah.
This one's just a wall.
Okay.
Man, I don't even be that good of a wall. It's just a wall.
Yeah, like how
but yeah,
how
it's-
tall is this wall? Is
It's
it like
built, it's built on the bones of their enemies?
okay?
Is it tall enough to keep minions from immigrating?
Yeah.
'Cause- But that's
Nobody,
it.
nobody else.
Yeah,
Yeah, because fuck Minions.
Like everyone
I
else
want
can
them in
just
my
kind of
country.
step over, but the
Yeah,
minions.
there's a lot of
just
there's a
cannot.
whole police brutality subplot. Where
Minion
police-
lives matter.
Well, Ice-T is involved, so.
the police commissioner, played by James Franco, is just really racist against them. He's creating all these policies, but Matt Damon gives them an emotionally charged speech about how they,
On his horse.
Yeah, he is riding a horse the entire film.
Gotta do it in
What's her
style.
name?
Depona.
Sure. Because we'll work that in there,
It's
too.
not spoken out loud, but it's in the credits.
Well, you
cool
hear
with
the
that.
music in the background again, played by Ice-T, just like hummed by Ice-T. If you don't get it, you'll see it in the credits. Like
Yeah.
on his theme by Ice-T. Not by, but performed
Yeah.
by Ice-T.
So,
But yeah, then the movie just sort of ends.
and
I like
there's
it.
2 post-credit scenes.
There's 2 post-credit scenes.
Alright.
The first one being which Bruce Willis shows up in a diner.
I was waiting. I was hoping Bruce would.
I assume he
appear.
cares.
That's
that
his
he's
character
actually
from
acting.
Cop Out.
Naturally.
Didn't even see that movie, but Kevin Smith directs the scene, so it's kind of in his contract.
So they're on good
Even
terms
though they
now.
still hate each other,
Yeah.
they had to come back.
What does he do in this post-credit scene? Just, by the way, Bruce Willis is here.
It's 15 minutes, he's ordering coffee and a donut.
Want coffee?
And then Joseph Gordon-Levitt from Looper appears, and it just kind of cuts off.
Then that leads into Looper too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what's the
That
second?
leads into the Looper sequel. And the second post-credit scene is like for the next Avengers movie.
Directed by Shyamalan? Because you said Shyamalan
Yeah,
was involved.
that's the twist.
Okay.
Brings
That
you back
would
to
be
the
a twist.
beginning of the podcast talking
Yeah.
about the Shyamalan Avengers.
Full
Probably the worst
circle.
one yet.
Yeah.
That's gonna be my kind of downfall. And I'll make some like low budget stuff and kind of work my way back up.
All right.
You're a
After-
low budget indie kind of guy. So
After, of course, I
that's
get,
where you'll find your
you know,
niche.
arrested for possession of something.
Yeah.
Your
Like
less than
going
zero
out-
moment.
Yeah, my less than zero moment where I just not a bad movie on its own, great Robert Downey Jr. performance, but like
Feels
as
made in the
one of
90s that
worst,
have been good.
yeah, one of the worst book to movie adaptations I've seen. Almost not even almost as bad as The Extra Man. That was
You're an
awful.
extra man.
Wouldn't be the worst life
I don't even know how that works.
because you don't even
So,
you don't get the
there you
whole
go.
thing with it.
Whatever studio
Neither did
makes
whoever was making that movie.
Minions.
I would
Illumination Animation.
I like
There
to
we
remake
go.
The Extra Man.
Illumination
We
Animation.
just gave you a sequel to a movie that doesn't need a sequel, but there you go.
Okay.
With Shyamalan, we made you super rich and famous.
Yeah, I think the Emoji movie is still my crowning achievement.
Again, I hate
You
Minions,
gotta start
everything
out
they
strong.
represent, but I would not be completely
Yeah, you have
opposed to
to
watching
break
this
in, and now
Minion
I'm just-
sequel.
Kind of lazy, and just going through the motions, and that's kind of the Minions.
I watched Dave's Minions, not
Yeah.
regular Minions.
Yeah, don't watch Minions.
It's
It's kind of like
silly.
Saban's Power Rangers. This is Dave's Minions.
Yeah.
I guess we'll
Which
move
will be
on
really
to-
confusing to people because there's also a minion named Dave.
Yeah, Eddie
Yeah.
Murphy will be involved in the third one.
Alright.
We'll save that for another roundtable. But now we'll
He's
move
the,
into
like,
what we
young
experiencing, what we can
Chicago
experience.
senator who's,
Beverly
like,
Hills
making
Minion.
waves.
Okay. Who wants to start us off?
It's gonna bring his career back.
Spaceman, start us
Simultaneously
off.
destroying the bridges.
What have I been
It's a
experiencing?
dance off.
Did you ever watch those movies?
It's not
Any of
good,
them? Well, you can save it for out of the loop.
Yeah. Well, I did.
but We're never doing one of those again.
I'm holding out hope.
I mean, aside from I've finished all the Indiana Jones movies, I think I
Yeah.
talked about that on here. What have I been? I feel like I've just been like sleeping all day, every day lately.
Experience sleep.
I've been experiencing sleep.
You've been entering
what's
that
that like?
Sandman.
Requiem.
I would recommend
What's
it.
that REM like?
It's pretty good. It like
I like Michael Stein.
you like lay down for a while, you lose consciousness. I know that sounds scary,
Kind of a brilliant lyricist.
and then
Unique voice too. Like not the greatest singer, but
I rewatched Man on the Moon
unique voice, and
last night.
sometimes that's
ooh, that's good.
Yeah.
so I haven't seen it.
Need to.
Yeah.
There's a lot of movies in
What you gonna experience?
I guess what I'm gonna experience. Is
Sleep. I
Because
like
I
it.
I actually like sleep, so I'm gonna do it.
That's
soon.
actually a really. I don't know why I've never thought of that one.
yeah.
Like I'll go
So
to sleep,
simple.
I'll be really tired, and I'll just go to sleep.
You
And
lose-
I'll wake up and I won't be tired.
Yeah, you lose consciousness
Tired,
for a while.
alright.
Sounds kind of scary, but you
Doesn't
know, you
work
wake
for
up,
me
you
like
feel more
that, but-
reinvigorated.
I'm done with that.
What I'm really gonna experience is I bought Die Hard. I'm finally gonna watch Die Hard.
Yes.
About.
No, I'm actually kind of surprised you haven't seen it.
And now you'll know what it's like to be a TV
It's
dinner.
been 29 years we've been trying to.
Yeah.
Since you didn't go see it in the theater with us in the summer of '88 when we all
Yeah.
went.
We all went except for me.
You
Yeah.
stole your dad's car.
Yeah.
Whole big thing. Another podcast. We saw it. And it was
You guys want to
amazing.
hear about our fun youth adventures?
Yeah. So
80s
Dave,
and
what are you
90s.
experiencing? What are you gonna experience?
I'm experiencing. I recently experienced the movie Zodiac.
Yeah.
Owned for some time, but haven't ever got to it because I've always been kind of fascinated by.
It's a Fincher film.
Yep, he's
Got a really good
quickly
cast.
making it up there to my top directors. Yeah, fantastic cast. I like how it's sort of... it's almost 3 hours long, but like to make what could have very well been just a really dry sort of investigative film. Like, I mean, there are a few spots here and there where you're like, you feel the length of the movie a little bit, but again, for being right at about 3 hours, or 2:45 or close enough, I really didn't feel the length too much. So like you said,
Did you feel the girth?
Yeah, I mean, if you want to, like, the movie's packed with a lot of girth because it's the again, this, for those that don't know, Zodiac was a serial killer in the
70s?
70s.
Okay.
Early 70s, who kind of, I mean, you've seen it in movies and all kinds of stuff now on, but I guess he sort of popularized actually doing it in real life, kind of taunting the police. He'd send these letters.
Never got caught,
ciphers. Nope.
Yeah.
I mean, they kind of do go through a lot of the best, or the best leads that they've had. They definitely point the finger. Have we all seen it? I don't care if I say anything.
I think it's been a while since I've seen
Well, again,
it.
they definitely go, I guess it's more through Jake Gyllenhaal's characters. Again, these are all real people.
Jake Gyllenhaal's a real person?
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah.
I thought they made him a
actor.
CGI for Donnie Darko.
They did.
He's been dead since '99. He died promoting October Sky.
Doing all these great roles then. Again, he starts out as sort of a minor character and he kind of becomes the main protagonist because he's the only one who kind of sticks with it.
It was actually one of the first movies that started his
kind of
series.
Kind of
that was
recent
2007. Yeah, it's right before Downey had his Iron Man.
Yep.
Another
Yeah,
thing where there's
right when
always
he's-
some kind of movie or
was like the-
something before.
Yeah,
they come
but it was
back.
kind of like the first of the really, really good
He was a very
Gyllenhaal movies.
kind of Tony Stark character, and Mark Ruffalo's in there.
A lot of people.
Yeah, and fantastic cast. David Fincher
He's
is
the
just
man.
perfect for that type of thing. It's got the mystery element. It's got the, I guess, there are some kind of thriller moments near the end where Gyllenhaal kind of thinks he's got the guy, and he's invited him to his house.
And they make sweet love.
And they go down in the basement, and you kind of keep the tension out, which is impressive.
And then they play Dungeons
Again,
and
that's
Dragons.
2 hours and 30 minutes into the movie, something like that, and you're still kind of
Yeah.
the edge of your seat a bit, which I guess I guess I felt more of a connection to it, kind of. I don't know where I saw it on TV as a kid, just something about the Zodiac that always kind of intrigued me.
It's been,
Done my own personal
40-plus year
research in my mind.
mystery that never got solved.
Yeah, I like how they hit all the kind of major points in the investigation and stuff.
I do know the Zodiac Killer might be Tommy Wiseau.
That's very possible.
Well, there's that scene. You remember that from the Disaster Artist, where Tommy has 2 cars. One of them is missing its wheels, and it's got the Zodiac sign written on it in the dust. Yeah, that happens.
Yeah, he might have. Yeah, they definitely.
It might be Tommy Wiseau.
Yeah, they point the. I guess Jake Gyllenhaal's character has written sort of the more or less definitive Zodiac book, and they point the finger at Arthur Lee Allen, who does look pretty convincing, but.
Has this movie inspired you to
Kill people.
To kill people and
Well,
taunt the police?
I was gonna
Taunt
say.
the powers that be?
I was gonna say, do launch your own investigation of the
yes, they
Zodiac
have.
Killer, but that too.
I mean, I've looked into it and I've read about the stuff online, but
If the people of the
You are
interwebs
Dave, the
give
Zodiac
you
hunter.
money, will you use their money to find the Zodiac Killer once
I'm
and for
already
all?
trying to do a ghost hunting thing, so yeah.
Okay, so send him
Stupid.
money on Instagram and stuff like that,
Money?
or
That's true.
whatever,
I want
Cash bucks.
or just show up to Dave's house
Maybe
and
the guy
just
that
hand
shows
him
up in
money,
every episode and
throw
says,
it at
"This is all
him.
stupid," and then no one believes me.
Yeah, we'll
Alright.
disprove you in every episode.
Okay, but
I'm
with
really
no-
just trying to
without any real-
to profit off of it.
without
Just
any real
like,
evidence,
get
just kind of
rid
be like,
ghosts
"Oh yeah,
for
well,
people.
he has some good points, but I don't believe what he said. Ghosts are real."
Yeah. So, anyways, what are you gonna experience, Dave?
Going to experience the rest of Westworld.
Yeah, finally.
I think that's been mine for
You
like
just need
the
to keep
past-
using that until you
3 or
actually
4 weeks.
finish it.
Yeah.
As long as you're not watching Game of Thrones.
I'll get to it eventually, but I'm honestly more leaning towards just waiting until it's all over at this point.
That's what
There's
I'm
only
gonna
like
do.
2 more seasons, so
Jordan.
there's so many other things to watch. But
Better things.
I'm gonna do some comics for both of mine.
Cool.
I recently started rereading and reading the ones I didn't finish, the Batwoman New 52 volumes that came out. I read the first Elegy was 2010. That was like the reintroduction of Kate Kane as Batwoman.
Yeah.
Very good. I think you've read it, haven't you? Yeah, it's one of the.
I don't remember where I had stopped, but
Yeah, and I'm on like volume 4. There were 6 of the New 52, and I know I did like the first 2, but it had been years since I read them. Just forgot how good they were, and the reason I did this was leading up because Batwoman Rebirth issue comes out as of this recording tomorrow, and just I've always kind of liked the character since it did get the whole new storyline and reintroduction, late 2009, 2010 into Detective Comics, and she's
a lesbian Batman.
yeah.
Nice
It was just
foreshadowing
very- it was very-
to talking about Ahsoka, saying you're going to read a graphic novel with lesbians in it.
So there's a lot of layers to this podcast.
Yeah.
We write and perform all this dialogue.
There's a lot of subtlety in this podcast. I knew the strategic planning I
It
was
sounds
doing.
all improv,
Yeah.
but this is
But
very
It's
straightforward.
kind of
Yeah.
her origins, how she's not really associated with Batman in the beginning, like generally everyone else of the Bat family is, and how she comes to be just a
You gotta get a
really
doctor first
dynamic,
before you-
dynamic story.
Batman Bad Blood kind of touches on that too.
Yeah, I did like that
Yeah, it's a pretty good
movie a
movie.
lot because all
You should watch it.
those different
might
characters
be
intertwined.
I think it's on Netflix now.
Is
Yeah,
it?
It might be.
Oh, sweet! I might rewatch it.
Yeah.
So yeah, just I'm on like volume 4 right now. There's 6 total, so I've still got a few more to read. But I've kind of enjoyed it, revisiting, and a lot of little plot points and stuff I missed the first time around, since it has been a good
What a
5-6 years since I read it. But what I'm going to experience, I picked up the first volume of Green Lanterns from Rebirth. Now I read the first couple issues, but just for some reason I just stopped picking them up, and not because it was bad. I just kind of got
With so many Rebirth titles,
so many
coming
titles
out,
and just kind of forgot to
Yeah.
pick up
Make
one
the cut
week.
somewhere.
And
Yeah.
so I am looking forward to reading that first volume because I do hear good things, and I like,
I think I got like 6 or 7 issues in, and yeah, it's pretty solid.
which is kind of that whole first story arc is about 6-7 issues,
Yeah.
the Rebirth, and then 1 through 6. So I'm looking
All the
forward to
trades
that.
coming out now.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, all the
Trades are
trades.
coming out?
Yeah,
Yeah.
the first set, like the Batman and Detective Comics, I want to pick that up because that's one I missed out on.
Cool.
So
Just what I have been experiencing. You all probably all know this. For you listening, probably don't. But I really like Skyrim, and I recently downloaded some mods on the game. Been enjoying. There's some good mods though.
I like the Randy Savage one.
I haven't found that one yet on Xbox. It very well could
Brother.
They
exist.
turned the dragon into
Yeah.
Randy Savage.
It's
Where art thou?
that's a pretty great video though, and a mod. Again, for all I know, it could be on Xbox. I haven't looked yet.
Surprised at this point.
Most of the ones that I've used are just like more immersive, and I have Lord of the Rings weapons because I love Lord of the Rings. So
I never
my guy's
played-
wielding Narsil right now. It's pretty badass,
I never played Skyrim, but it's like a 6-year-old game, and I'm tired of hearing about it.
but it's that good. I've wasted so many hours in the game, and I'm still doing it.
I just
This is a big Skyrim fan. Dave Navarro.
Good for him. What I'm
Or
gonna
is
He's not
experience.
making music
Morning Skyrim.
anymore.
What I'm gonna
He does have a new cover band, which was Royal Machines, which used to be Camp Freddy, which was kind of a who's who of rock scene. Corey Taylor sang sometimes. Jerry Cantrell's come by. It's just this cover band from Los Angeles.
Pasty Pale rock.
This is what you were waiting for, right?
Yeah,
Because we don't have
obviously.
that show. I have to get it out.
No,
here.
It's
but I'm-
coming back.
Yeah,
What I'm
I
gonna
wish he'd focus on
experience,
a new James, or even a new
aside
solo album.
from
Again,
John
his
Wick
solo album is
2,
pretty underrated. He's a better singer than I give him.
speaking of
credit for.
comics,
He actually did.
Okay, thank
He would sing live sometimes with the Chili Peppers. He'd do Venus and Furs, which is Velvet Underground cover, which he actually does put on his solo
All right.
album.
get out of your system.
Chad
Don't
Smith
say
from
that.
the Chili Peppers. had
But like,
had worked on it,
let's
but their
wrap it up
relationship was
though.
kind of tenuous. I think
All right, Dave, shut up.
it still appears in the record some, but
What
We're
I'm
all
gonna experience aside from
friends
John
now,
Wick
I
Chapter
guess.
2 is I think it was last week was the I got
50 Shades.
100th anniversary of
We need to do our review of that.
Yeah.
sure.
we all saw it.
No,
right?
when we go see
Obviously,
it.
but
Yeah,
I
we'll
want
go
to
see
do
it
like a
together.
separate
Yeah,
video
as a
for it.
family.
But last week marked I think it was the
Pasty
100th
family.
anniversary of Jack Kirby's death, and so I think I'm gonna go back and like get
100th
some of
anniversary?
Of his death?
Yeah.
No.
He's been dead
Or-
that long?
His, yeah. Or no,
He
like
died?
or,
He's not
He's not been
He died
dead
in
100 years.
1917.
or the
He would be 100
Birth.
years old.
Yeah,
I heard about it too.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what I mean. But anyway, so I think I'm gonna like
I was very confused.
go
He's
kind of
really
like-
old.
Not really know. What
He
we're
found it
talking
old
about.
at me.
like basically read like a lot of his stuff because basically he built the Marvel universe and even contributed a lot to the DC cosmic universe, like Darkseid, Apocalypse, the New Gods, all that stuff. That's all Jack Kirby.
He also wrote a 2001 A Space Odyssey comic.
Yeah, like he was all over like cosmic space
Or
stuff.
he drew it. I
and-
don't know if he wrote it, but
He
yeah.
also drew stuff with pencils.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like he was not only like a good like artist, but like a fantastic writer. And so I think I'm gonna like kind of read like a lot of his old work and
Old stuff. Only when stuff is new.
yeah.
Nothing was good in the past.
No, terrible. Like it's all the future.
Like the
But,
plague, that was in the past.
Before we start
That was
wrapping this up,
terrible.
Spaceman.
Actually, I did
The
think of
Visionary.
something that I have experienced.
Okay.
I don't think I've talked about it on here. Season 2 of Ultron.
Oh yeah, season 2 of Ultron. was
Ultron got a
fantastic.
second season.
Yes.
So
Age of Ultron, they made a second season.
Spaceman Jordan,
Yeah, second
promote,
season
promote
of
your
that
thing.
movie.
Oh, gosh.
Toy aisle. That's the thing.
Come on
It's my-
down.
It's on my. Come on.
We're open 24/7.
Another thing I'm behind.
Yeah. 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 One of
Westworld
our
and Toy House.
Toy House, never
That's
gonna finish.
Priorities.
just recorded a new episode that was like kind of getting out of the Star Wars stuff. There's still Star Wars in it.
Yeah.
Always.
Well, there always has to be
There's
some
all-
Star Wars and
Yeah.
Gundam,
Life
Transformer.
in general.
Yeah, yeah. I got back to more of what kind of got me into it was talking about Gundam, which is I won't give away what it is,
Yeah.
but it's I've talked about it on
And some
Do you have any
Bruce,
Voltron
I'll forget
merchandise
by the
yet?
time.
not yet.
and some Bruce Willis talk.
Yeah, we talk about Bruce Willis, like that guy with
Was
the
he a
hair.
Transformer the whole time?
He was Bruce Willis the whole time, and he had hair,
Optimus Prime has been Bruce Willis this whole time.
and he's had hair.
Yeah, he's had
That's the
hair.
twist.
He does have hair. That's how dedicated he
So
is.
listen
in
to
public.
us talk about toys,
Where's the ball
etc.
Yeah, it's,
Yeah,
Do the
there's-
whole next episode. So
it's good stuff, even if you're not
Listen,
into
well-
toy collecting or know anything about it. It's,
There's also some talk of Lego Batman. This was it's coming up.
Yeah,
It's,
well, on the next episode, we'll probably do kind of another
Yeah.
maybe mini Lego Batman review just because
Yeah.
it's a toy
The
movie.
and I've got some merchandise from it to talk about,
Yeah.
like the Scuttler.
We did some hunting together, so
Yeah.
it'll be a good
Yeah,
little,
we actually all
little
did.
episode.
Yeah. And it's on the channel Reverend Spaceman. I'm also at Reverend Spaceman on Instagram and at Rev Spaceman on Twitter, which I'm trying to be slightly more active on.
Me too.
I will link all that stuff in the description below, so that way it'll make it easier for you all people to.
Everyone,
You guys are
everyone,
enjoying our polls.
yeah, everyone
Yeah.
jump on the pasty polls.
Speaking
please.
of,
Pasty Pale Pole.